Jackets, skirts, coats and shirts. Millions of tons of clothes that have been thrown away arrive in Prato, in northern Italy, every year from all across Europe. This town has always been famous for its production of high-quality fabrics, but now it is renowned worldwide for transforming old clothes into new. In this industrial area, 25 kilometers north of Florence, clothing has kept the people busy and wealthy for the last 800 years. But Prato has now reinvented itself as the capital of recycling. 8 tons of clothing arrive at this warehouse every day. The items are sorted according to quality. The reusable garments are sent to Eastern Europe and Africa to be sold in markets. The clothing that can be recycled is sorted here, before being sent on to the next stage in the process. Only a very small percentage ends up in landfill, creating carbon emissions which harm the environment.
We make a selection of what is good for reuse and what is good for recycling. 40% has a recycling and just the 3% come out as trash.
The amount recycled here in Prato is much higher than in the rest of the European Union. 16 million tons of textiles are thrown away every year by people living in the EU member states. 300,000 tons is sent to landfill, but only 1% of the textile waste is recycled. At the Commistra factory down the road, the material is ripped into shreds. The zips and buttons are removed, ready for the strips of rag to be turned into thread.
Ecco, questa è la fase finale.
Here, they've been producing fashion for 100 years. They receive the bales of discarded clothing, rip them, carbonize them, wash them and weave them. Here, as across Prato, the environmental benefits of recycled clothes is a strong driving force.
L'industria tessile oggi è la seconda industria più inquinante del pianeta. Addirittura consuma il 20% di acqua e il 10% di emissioni in atmosfera, quante il trasporto aereo e navale messo insieme. Noi dobbiamo fare un'economia industriale se vogliamo soddisfare le richieste per le nuove generazioni. Un prodotto di questo tipo crea 27 volte di posti di lavoro in più che la destinazione in discarica.
The recycled wool is then delivered to another Prato factory, Nova Fides, where these looms produce thousands of different color fabrics. 70% are made using recycled yarn. In Prato alone, there are 7,000 textile and fashion companies, which use these materials with an export market of 3 billion euros. This is the biggest textile district in Europe.
What we essentially do is to transform the fiber first into yarn. And then the yarn is crossed into weaving. So we have warp and weft which are going into weaving like this. And we create the fabric.
In the sample department, they are selecting the fabric for the new season. A jumper discarded in another European country is given new life here, as a coat made of the finest wool.
What we are really very good in Italy is to do the nice designs and nice color combinations. We are masters in fashions because we have a very good skill in doing this job here. This is done actually on these machines. So the weaving, the looms that you see here, they are engineered to get these nice combinations together and to get the nice fabric, which in the end we are going to sell to all over the world.
Here in Prato we have the wool without the sheep. The reason of the recycling wool here in Prato is this, because in Prato industrial companies need to have wool, but they haven't shipped. And so in some period where the cost of the raw material was very high and was very difficult to receive these materials, they invent this method.
These scarves are made with recycled cashmere and recycled lamb's wool. They're all produced in a way that will ensure that at the end of their usable life, they too can be recycled again.
Industriale circolare può aiutare non il pianeta ma gli esseri umani, perché noi tutti gli anni il pianeta può sempre offrire meno risorse in considerazione dell'aumento delle richieste che vengono dal mercato, e quindi è importante, è fondamentale poter fare questa economia circolare che può restituire risorse e quindi può evitare di prenderne di nuove. Questi con risparmi notevoli di acqua, energia elettrica e minore emissione di CO2 in atmosfera.
Prato is a model for clothing recycling, but worldwide less than 1% of textiles are produced in this way. In February this year, as part of a new drive to combat climate change, the European Commission announced a comprehensive EU strategy for textiles to encourage the industry to recycle fabric as they do here in Tuscany. If Europe is to achieve its target of net zero emissions by 2050, transforming more rags into high fashion will be vital.